Yes, it is the Champions League fever. After a beautiful moment at St. James's Park when Arsenal went and nullified the efforts of the Magpies to beat them in a last-minute goal which they scored in the 95th minute of that game. But somehow Arsenal have come back into playing very well, creatively well, the way the fans truly want. But in the Champions League, it's always a different ball game. Arsenal will be coming up against Olympiacos, a team they have met 12 times. But this team appears to be a buggy team for Arsenal. The Greek side have secured 6 victories against Arsenal, and Arsenal have also secured 6 victories against them. So it means that these two sides is going to be a never-ending game when they play each other. But it means that Arsenal also have the upper hand because Arsenal will be playing at the Emirates before their 60,000 plus capacity fans. But it means that also Arsenal, having the best defense in Europe and also in the English Premier League, have an opportunity to nullify the Greek side. But that not taking, when it comes to statistics, especially in the Champions League, you just don't take it for granted. Between these two sides, Arsenal have played between these two sides. Both sides have scored a total of 34 goals, with Arsenal notching 19 of those goals and the Greek side scoring 15 of those goals. So it means that in this game, there's going to be really goals galore. It all depends on the side that has the best defense. But going on paper, with Arsenal having the best defense in Europe so far, it means that the Greek side are going to find this Arsenal side a very hard nut to crack. Talking about a hard nut to crack, it all depends on how Mikel Arteta is going to line up his team, especially welcoming one of the most creative players in the team in the person of Captain Martin Odegaard, who played that last few minutes against the Magpies, and he showed his prowess in giving those slicing passes that divided, or rather that helped to divide a team, especially when Arsenal is playing the final third. We could see the pass that he gave to Miles Skelly that almost resulted to a goal. It was that corner kick that led to Arsenal scoring in that game. So let us look at what is going to happen. How is Arteta actually going to line up his team against the Greek side? I'm sure that it's still going to be the same formidable, super solid backline of Raya, Jordan Tiba on the right side, Califieri on the left side, and Gabriel Magalhaes, and the newly signed long-term contract in the person of Saliba, who gained 5 years in addition to staying in Arsenal and is going to be staying till 2030. And I'm sure we're going to have the calm presence of Zubimendi playing at 6. And if you ask me, I would truly want Mikel Arteta to go with all creative players in the front foot, because when you're playing in the Champions League, you need to score as many goals as possible so that you'll be able to have a super way of navigating in the next round, because goals count in this new format of the Champions League. And I'll be expecting that Bukayo Saka should start, because for now, he's coming back to that rhythm that we expect him to gain. He's been notching in some few minutes of matches. Each time he plays 45 minutes, 60 minutes, 30 minutes. I think that is really good for him to get under his belt. Or rather, if you ask me, let us start in Max Dorman. It is important to start giving that young man some cameos, especially in the Champions League and even in the Premier League, whether the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup. So, that knowing the kind of person that Mikel Arteta is, they want to go strongly. So I see Bukayo Saka starting and Victor Gyökeres playing as the 9. Then when you come to the 8, I want to see an Eberechieze. Or rather, let us move Eberechieze on the left. Let him go to the left side of the pitch with Declan Rice playing in the 8. So that's my team. And if there's anything that's going to happen at the end of the day, we can start making changes, because it is important that we have our creative players gelling. Let them understand. We could see how many passes, opportunities that came towards the direction of Victor Gyökeres when we had a Eberechieze on the pitch. So that's what we're looking at for. So, talking about scoreline prediction, it is a nervy match. I'm looking at the situation. If the Greek side happen to be the same formidable side that we've been playing in the time past, this is an opportunity for us to take them to the cleaners. I'm looking at this 3-1 scoreline prediction because I know the Greek side are still going to score. So let us not take them for granted. On paper, we look more formidable to take the 3 points at stake, scoring without conceding. But you never can say never. Mistakes happen. Nobody would have expected that this gentle nudge on the back of Gabriel Magalhaes would have allowed Watermate to notch a goal against the super solid defense of the Arsenal team. Anyways, don't forget that this is also the Arsenal fans beat, and we're brought to you by Arsenal fans globally. Don't forget to go to the comment section to make your comments count by sharing, by liking, by clicking on that subscription button. At the end of the day, together we can continue to build this super solid community. Until I come your way again with a victory song, it is "Come on, you Gunners!"